Okay. Sorry, my nose ring is like. Okay. So, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Jodessy. I'm going to be. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm going to be telling you a story that happened when I worked. Actually, I was like, what, 18, 19, and I worked at McDonald's. And for everyone that watched like my I Sued McDonald's Storytime, you know that like I worked at McDonald's and I actually did not have any major problems with the corporation. I more had problems with like my direct supervisor. And you know, that's just a person, that's not the corporation itself. And McDonald's was actually like, I encourage everybody, if you are looking for a first job, go to McDonald's. Like, they pay weekly, which was the best. Hold up. This hand? Oh yeah. They pay weekly, which is the best thing in the world. Why does this look like this? Oh, like that maybe? Yeah. Okay. Well, they play weekly, which is the best thing in the world. And like, you know, everybody was really cool. And for the most part, people that work there are pretty young. So it's fine. And the customers, like, yeah. But it does give you a lot of experience. So, when I first started working at McDonald's, there were some people that were around my age, and then there's always, of course, going to be some people that were older. In this particular location, the kitchen staff was pretty much a lot older, and like the kitchen staff was like about like 30, 40, and I was like, of course, 18, 19, and we had some other people that maybe were in their 20s, some people that were like 16, so like it really ran the gamut. So I remember it was my first like ever on the books job, like other than SYEP. And there was this girl, she was so cute, and she was about 16, 17, and it was going to be her job to train me. So I knew like someone was going to be up when she was training me, and let's name her Slim. So Slim was like light skinned with like her natural hair, and yeah, I think her natural hair, she wore like probably curly, and she was just like a really big ball of energy. Like, she was super sweet. Oh, but she had like attitude on her. So I'm over here, and it's my first day on training, and she is teaching me the ropes about like using the cash register, how to take somebody's order, blah 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 blah. And it's going pretty good, and you know, I'm smiling, being all confused or whatever. And this person comes into the register. There are two females. They're both black. One's like on the chubbier side. One's on the skinnier side. They both have like some ratchet weaves. And they're just like, oh, can I have blah, 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 blah. And then she said, oh, would that be like a large? Like, can I get a McDouble cheese? And then she's like, would you like to make it a meal? And then the girl was like, the bigger one was like, oh, who makes a McDouble a meal? I didn't even know they have McDouble meals. Like, that shit is like that. That's a stupid question. Like, that's how basically her energy was coming off. And this girl, Slim looked at her like this. Look at the register. Then turned to me. I was like, yeah, you finish up here. It's my first day. I finish up where? I finish up here. So I was like, what, okay. What did you guys want? And she said it, and she was like, she said her order again, and I'm like looking forward to the machine, and then I'm like repeating it, like, so you want like a McDouble, like 2 McDoubles with cheese? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, okay, so is there gonna be anything else, or is it just the 2 McDoubles with cheese? And she's just like, because I'm repeating this order a lot, like, but it's my first day, and I'm like, I'm not about to mess this up. And the person that's supposed to be training me, where she went? Because I shouldn't be alone with this, right? So I'm over here scared and whatever, and I'm just like asking the order, like, and that's a McDouble cheese, hey, a McDouble with what? And a McDouble with cheese. So I was like, oh my god. So I could see that she's getting a little aggravated with me. So I was just like, oh, I'm sorry, this is my first day. And she was like, and then the skinny one was like, oh, okay, that makes sense, because I was about to say it. And I was like, but what she was about to really say, because I just said it was my first day. So like, what you was gonna say? Nothing, because I started talking before you started talking, and I was repeating the McDouble with cheese like 6 times before you even said anything, and you waited till I explained. Like, you just had an exacerbated look on your face. That's all you said, because I think you know that I handle your food and you gonna be a little better, right? But whatever, I digress. So after that, after she walked away, I finished up with the transaction, and she comes back and she said, "Oh my," let me come back. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I just couldn't because I don't like when people be rude to me." And I'm over here looking like, this is a girl that got trained in me. Like, is this one of those don't do what she doing situations? Because it don't make no sense. So yeah, after that, I knew that the job was gonna be nice and interesting. So we gonna fast forward a few months, and fast forward during these months that I'm fast forwarding, I'm not saying that it's been uneventful. There have been crazy stuff, like, you know, somebody got stabbed in the face outside my McDonald's. Like, you gonna need to comment below if you want to hear about like the bank robbery and like somebody got stabbed in the face. Comment below and let me know if you want to hear about it. But we gonna just fast forward to my very first encounter with, damn, what's the girl name gonna be? Spark. Okay? So Spark was like in her 20s, and I didn't really have an issue with Spark, and because we normally didn't work the same shifts, but like Spark had been working at McDonald's for a while, so you could just tell, you know, those people that have like the air about them, like that, like, I know this, I do this, I run this. That was kind of her energy, and I'm over there running and like, I don't know nothing, I don't do this, I don't run nothing. But don't talk to me crazy because I run my body, I run this face, and I know what you're not about to do in it. You feel me? So that was pretty okay. Then she, like, we would not really be on site, like together, like on stage, I guess, together. But on shift together. But on some occasions we were like, so I started noticing like she would like roll her eyes at me randomly, and like it would be just the weirdest thing ever, where like I would say, "Hey, can is such and such, like, whoa, I almost said somebody's real name, is Leonardo running your drinks?" And she'd be like, "What is that about? Like, why you gotta roll your eyes?" That's why I was like, "What you gotta roll your eyes at me for? What I did to you? Nothing." Like, and I was like, already, I'm catching wind that this is what this is. Like, okay, fine. So like it continues like that, and she has an attitude with me for whatever reason. I don't know. Like, I used to come up in there, no makeup, nothing. Like, there's nothing that you could see about me that you could sit there and be like, "I don't like that girl." But here we go, and she don't like me. Anywho, one day we how the machines work in McDonald's is, as soon as you're putting in the order, I feel like I said this already, but as soon as you're putting in the order, there's the screen in the kitchen, and the order comes in as you're typing it in, which is why sometimes like you order a McDouble, and before you even pay, somebody comes up with the McDouble in the bag and hands it to you. That's why, because they're literally getting your order in real time. So if you're like, "I want a McDouble," and then you say your whole order, and then you're like, "Actually take out the McDouble that you just took out of your order is already on the conveyor belt waiting," and somebody already, now they have to take it out the bag. Like, that's how quickly the things work at McDonald's, because they want you to have your food quickly. So I don't know what happened. Like, there have been some times where like really large orders come in, where like somebody will have like a baseball team meet or something, and they'll order like 50 Big Macs, or like 26 Big Macs, 26 McChickens, or whatever the hell. Like, they'll do that. So this is like not unheard of, but it does not happen often. It's not like an everyday thing where somebody will sit there and hold up production and talk about, "I'm ordering 37 Big Macs." Like, it doesn't really happen. So this shop is, and like, you know, people actually do call in and order stuff at McDonald's. Like, that would happen to us like maybe once in a blue moon as well. So this is an empty, like, this day is like an empty store day. I think it's like a Tuesday or something, right? So it's like a Tuesday, and it's an empty store day, and like, it's, people have come in for coffee, but there may be like 5-6 customers. It's nothing too crazy there. And yeah, so they're like 5-6 customers. There's nothing too crazy going on over there. And orders, like, I'm cleaning stuff, because like my job ethic always is like, do something you would rather do before they tell you to do something you ain't want to do. So like if the fridge needs to be restocked and if the bathroom is dirty and the floor is dirty, if I rather be on the floor cleaning, I'm gonna be in the floor cleaning. Or if I want to restock the fridge, I'm gonna restock the fridge. So that way when you walk around and be like, oh, who is not doing anything, blah 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 blah, you look at me and say, oh well, she's stocking the fridge, so can you go clean the bathroom? Ooh, now I picked. You see that? You see how I do that? And I do whatever I'm doing nice and slow. So that way you can notice that other stuff need to get done and you whatever. So that's how I always do. So I always make sure I kept myself busy at work. So this is a Tuesday morning. I had just come in. Like I'd been there for maybe like 30 minutes and I decided that I'm going to drop fries in the fry hopper. So I'm like setting up the fry hopper or whatever, and I'm noticing and because I'm right by how the setup is you have the registers, like 5 or 6 registers, then you have that alleyway, then you have like the conveyor belt with the food, and the screens, then you have your shake machine on that side, you have other stuff like that, and then on this side against the wall you have the fry machine, and it's right next to basically like the frappe machine and the drive-through window, and you have the fry machine, and then there's a little alley going to like the kitchen, but like the kitchen kind of has like pretty good views of the front. So, I'm loading the fry hopper, and this dude comes to me. We're gonna name him. Ooh, what I named the other girl? I named her Spark. Okay, so this dude, we're gonna name him Zoom. You can tell I'm reading my camera. We're gonna name him Zoom, and Zoom goes, "Hey, Desi." So I turn, because remember, I'm loading the fry hopper, minding my business. Understood? I'm minding my business, right? So I'm loading the fry hopper, and he said, "Desi." I turn around. He's like, "Is this really in order?" So I look up at the screen. And the screen is like 26 McChickens. Then it changes to 26 McDoubles. Then it's like 26 McChickens, 26 McDoubles, 22 two-piece nuggets. Like, it's like, it just keeps changing. And then I look over at the registers and I see that that Spark and the manager, Ronaldo, is at they're at the first register, and they're like really a far ways away. So I said, oh, I'm gonna go see, because sometimes, you know, they don't have a customer in front of them, but sometimes like somebody's on the phone or something that is making them put in this order. So maybe somebody's ordering over the phone, because, you know, it happens. It's not common, but it happens. Sometimes we accept the orders over the phone. So I was like, all right, cool. So I go to the register. I said, hey, I was like, hey guys, is this like a real order, like on the screen? And Spark looks at me and she's like, can you mind your business? And I was like, excuse you, because if you remember, I already was minding my business over there with the fries. You remember that? And then Zoom came and he said, Desi, that was me, and I'm not minding my business no more. So how you gonna tell me mind my business? Like, are you dumb? So I was like, I'm just trying to figure this out, because you did whatever you're doing on the screen, you did not inform the kitchen of. So the kitchen is over here they're not making nothing, because they just was looking at the screen confused, but I'm over here talking. So I was like, the kitchen's over here making McDoubles and McChickens and whatever, and you have 26, so now I have them on the conveyor belt, so I need to know. She's like, I'm just trying to show her something. What you need to do is mind your business and stop acting like you run stuff around here. Oh, she was going off. So I was like, skirt, what's up? What we doing here? So my manager is like, here, and my manager is like, oh, I need to have something so I can pretend to be this girl. So my manager, all right, when I got this one, I'm the manager. So, all right, my manager is like, oh, girls, no, don't argue. And I'm like, who you talking to? Because I had it up to like here with the girl already, because she been doing this. Remember I said she been doing this? So she been doing this for a good while. Like, this is not the first altercation like where I just normally let it go, but I just really want to know who she was talking to, because guess what? I'm not the one, I'm not the two, and I don't like you. So she's over here talking, and I was like, I don't know who you talking to, but I promise you I will jump across this table and smack the out of you. And now we're over here, we're arguing, and we're going back and forth. The manager, you see the man, hold up, I got you right now. The man, how did I be doing this quick change stuff? All right, so the manager is like, no, girls, stop. And she pushes me away, and she's like, go on lunch. Mind you, I told you I've been here for like 30 minutes. So I'm over here taking lunch at like 10:30 in the morning. And I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go to lunch. And then I'm on lunch. And I'm eating like a hash brown. And I hate hash browns. But you know, I'm eating a hash brown, drinking a frap, just watching. And then we'll come in, the morning rush. And I'm watching this morning rush come in. Oh, sorry, this is not me. I'm watching the morning rush come in. And the manager's looking up at me like, oh, look, now I need this again. The manager looking up at me with puppy dog eyes like, and I'm like, drinking my frap, drown. I'm on break. You remember? I'm on lunch. You remember you sent me on lunch? You remember that lunch? You remember that you sent me for breakfast? Not even lunch, for breakfast? Alright, cool. Handle your customers by yourself. Yeah. So that's how it was. And oh my God, this story gonna be a part 1, part 2. So that's how it was. And now I gotta tell you guys part 2. So comment below, because I'm gonna let you know what happened to Spark. And it takes like a grim turn. Like, it takes a really, really grim turn. So if you want to hear what happened to Spark, comment below. I'm gonna let you know what the part 2 is. Alright, bye guys.